Hey Cancer, 10 of Cups, it's your December tarot reading. This feels very Christmassy, doesn't it? Well, Northern Hemisphere Christmassy. I'm in the Southern Hemisphere, and I tell you, yeah, you don't want to fire on a Christmas day at all. That would be death. But this is this is representing a happy, warm home life, domestic life. You've worked up to this connection, this feeling of safety, this place you belong, where it's full of warmth, love, ease. The cat's not bothered. The mouse is like, okay, I don't have to run. The cat's pretty chill. These guys are chill. There's just love everywhere in this place. Lots of emotions. This looks pretty cool. So let's find out what this is going to be about. We'll start with your connections, communication, relationships, possibly romances. Reliable. I mean, that looks kind of romantic there, but yeah. Reliable is the energy. Two connected beings here. They can rely on each other. High-fiving. Woohoo. Alright, so reliable relationships and connections. It's pretty good to have. The Hierophant is the first card that comes out. Spiritual leader, like a high priest. Deep kind of spiritual learning and leaning. Connection to something higher. Ooh, the Tower. Okay. A shake-up. Stormy weather. The emotions are all torn up. And then back to a 10. The 10 of Pentacles, or coins if you prefer. And this could be putting in or taking out. This is like building a nest egg. This is kind of like, you know, building a nest egg and wealth. So you can have the home, that sort of thing. But yeah, something shook up your beliefs probably in relationships, connections, really put it to the test. And so what you took from that is now what you're investing in your connections. You may be building a nest egg with someone if it's a kind of partnership, romantic relationship, that sort of thing. So we're moving into the career, wealth, finance, major goals you're working on. Ashamed. 11 ashamed. Why ashamed? Got the 3 of Cups. That's a celebration. When did it get to shame? Are you living it up while someone else was doing it hard? Did you take someone else's credit? Gone from 3 to a 6. 6 of Cups. Doubled the Cups. Okay. You're going to have a lot of Cups energy by the looks. I've been getting a lot of Cups and Wands lately. Childlike energies. Indulging in those pure things you love and make you happy. Maybe people make you feel shame for indulging in what they term as childish, irresponsible, unimportant things, but you sometimes need something like that to bring out your joy. There's nothing wrong with a little indulgence, so long as it's a little and doesn't overtake everything else. It's a celebratory energy. This is just following that energy. And then it comes to the 10 of Swords, which is the end of a cycle, but it's someone feeling trapped. And really they're being freed from it, because you can see their hands are already kind of cut free, probably by one of these falling swords. But they're held there terrified about one of these swords dropping down and cutting them. They don't want to move because they're afraid. They're held in check by their fears, their paranoias, the regrets they're holding on to. So how do you go from this joy to this stagnant energy? And you're getting 10s in a row. This is happening a bit. 10, 10, 10. 3, 6. It's funny, it's like a lot of the readings seem to start a sequence. This one's going 3, 6, and it's like, is it going to be 9? No, it's 10. It always jumps one extra. I had one in another reading I just did. What was it? It was like 7, 8. Was it going to be 9? No, it was 10 or 11. So yeah, I don't know if there's something about sequences coming in. Oh, but that was 11 for you. So what's going on here? This would be you trapped in this feeling of shame. Why is there shame clouding what was very joyous? It's gone from a celebration of 3 down to 1, perhaps indulging in childhood joys, fantasies, and interests. And it's like the sun is setting on this. And then you get to here. This is the part. This is maybe more present, where there's a shake-up. Is there something happening in your life, my Cancers? Oh, I didn't say it. Cancer, you are an incurable disease. It just pops into my head every time I'm going to do your reading. But anyway, this is, I call your life path, just overall energies from Spirit for December onwards for this path. Anything extra that doesn't fit in here will jump out here probably. So number 15 is disappointed. Are you disappointed that these other parties didn't continue to celebrate and support you in this way just because you have a childish interest? I don't know. Let's see what the cards say. You know what? I do know a Cancer out there that could relate to. But then again, it could relate to me. I'm not a Cancer though. The Cancer is in my part of fortune, and this is the fortune area. So hey, why not? I could take that. I do love childish stuff, but I'm also a creator, so this is good. This is the 3 of Pentacles or coins. A labor of love, like putting efforts into creation, this epic project. This is honing your craft and putting it to its ultimate use. This is cool. So you got the 3s. Okay. What else comes out of that? I think you've put a lot of effort, maybe training, whatever, into something. I feel like there's a heavy investment there. Interesting that he's basically printing his own money because he's carving the shape of the pentacles. Another 5. 5 of Swords. This is a victory. You've defeated your opponents on the battlefield. You've taken their weapons. And then this one, it's like an enchanted weapon, Excalibur. The golden handle, it's special, it stands out amongst all the others. All the others are very basic, plain metal swords. But here you have this golden, let's just say Excalibur. So victorious, but you're offering something back, or maybe offering forward. It's like, okay, I conquered this thing. I rose to the challenge. I built my cathedral. Now here I'm passing on the mantle. I'm passing on my tools to you. Do something special with them. And is this where the disappointment comes in? Because the gift wasn't appreciated or was mishandled? I don't know. 8 of coins. 3 plus 5 is 8. Funny stuff with numbers, and it's not a 10. I always start these patterns. I think last time around they were up here, and then the last one's different. But 10, 10, 3, 3. I swear, keep track of numbers. For the last few readings, I feel sure there's something about numbers in play. I think Aries maybe had something about the number 2. Anyway, yeah, 8 of coins, 8 of pentacles. This is a real investment into learning, training, a lot like that. This was mastering a craft, but now it's like going further, almost going back to school, researching something deeper. It's like, you know what, I've gotten so far here, but I'm gonna hand this off to you because I realize there's something more at the top of this. I've learned how to print my own money. Now I want to know how to, you know, become a banker. Own my own banking institution. There's something here where it's like, I'm good at what I do, so basically it is like printing my own money. But what do I do with money? I could indulge in my childish things that I loved back in the day. I finally have the opportunity to do that, but then what? What does the money do? What can the money do for me? I need to understand money and how it works, shine a light on the truth of it, so I'm not just living in this basic, what we have as a greed society. Here, come work for us and we'll give you money so you can waste it on crap you don't need. Ooh, a bigger TV than before? A faster car, which will just eat up your money and be a complete waste? No. Let money do the work. Learn what money is and be a master. So there seems to be some kind of upgrade here, because what you were investing in, it's like maybe it was labor and you thought, I'd love to enter this trade. I love this whatever so much. And once you're in there, it's like, I feel like this is so finite. It's not giving me the emotional feedback I thought. So I'm gonna cut ties. I've had a win. I know how to do something good. I can fall back on it should I need to, but I'm gonna handle my tradesman tools to someone who can really use them and will benefit from them, because I'm gonna work on the tools in my head and become a real master. Okay, future energies, the outcomes, renewed. Okay, sounds like you're finding your way. A renewed vigor, renewed passion, your best course of action, judgment. Weighing up the balance and figuring out, you know, what is right for me? What do I deserve? Have I done good? Am I doing something that's fulfilling me emotionally on a spiritual level? Or am I just doing something that helps me earn a buck and spend that buck on something that in the long run doesn't do anything? It just sits there in my home. Maybe I don't need that. Maybe what I need is something that fuels me on a greater level. Or I need to know how to have a supporting income, have money work for me so that I can go out and do the things that feed me spiritually, do charity work, whatever it is. And then I don't have to worry about myself. I'm good. But I can go and put my energies to helping others who need it. Being renewed, this is like a resurrection kind of card as well. In the old Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, it's like the coffins are open and the figures are standing there. They've come back to life. They've been judged as worthy of another chance or to ascend to heaven. So this is a renewed interest in life. So your course of action is to follow your heart, or your soul, I think is the best way to put it. Follow your soul. What are you crying out for in the depths of your soul? The toys? Fantastic. They give you those moments of happiness while you're playing with them. But then what happens? I'm happy and so grateful that I have them, but here I am, spending time indulging in these things when there are so many people out there with nothing. I have some ideas about how the world would change, but no one's doing it. Yeah, maybe I could do it. But here I am, being indulgent, worrying about myself. I'm a little trapped here. What do I do? Maybe I let go of what I was doing, because all that's doing is helping me spend money on myself. I used to have this real belief in something, and others kind of followed me in that, but now I've kind of upgraded it. So where does that lead me? Let me do the research. How can I invest in myself on a much higher level? I'll go where I need to go and learn what I need to know, learn what I need to learn to become the best possible me, and illuminate the truth on things that seem so far out of reach. Some things that seem like magic are actually very much attainable in the everyday world. You just need to understand how it all works. And then the inspiration comes. It's like, I know what I need to do. Yeah, I can look after myself, and I can start doing good work and changing the world with this passionate belief I had, which is now expanded to a more higher calling, a literal higher calling. So that's your course of action, to figure out what your higher calling is. And what was the reading I just did? Gemini ended on this same card, 9 of Cups. Many cups here, a lot of people celebrating. Very good work done. 10, 10, 8, 9. See, you're at your 10s, you're at the end of these cycles, and it's like, built up a nest egg, invested in me, could have what I want. I felt ashamed because I wasn't doing good stuff. I had to take a couple of steps back, went from 10 to 8. And because I did the learning and now I'm putting it into practice, I've found my true calling, which feeds me at the very core of my being, my spirit, my heart, my soul. Now I'm doing so much good. I don't need recognition, but I'm getting recognition, and I'm helping people raise their lives, maybe, whatever you're doing. It's adding to other people's lives, and it's causing much celebration in yours. A lot of happiness, surrounded by love and sharing and affection. Damn, Cancer, this is good. So long as you do the work and don't ignore these things that come up. Because I know some of you who like to go straight for the pessimistic paranoia and get trapped in that, thinking everyone's against you for no reason. That's all in your head. Forget that stuff. Figure out why you're feeling that, because it starts within you. The stuff is in your head. You're not reading their minds, you're reading your own mind. So what is not making you happy? Where can you invest better on a more important level that's going to inspire you to go higher? So find that thing that inspires you and invest yourself into it, you'll have a whole new lease on life. You will birth a new chapter, a new you. And you're going to be so happy if you do that. You follow it. And here's that happy home. You're warm. This life is like a big warm hug full of love. Because that's what you're giving. Because see, 8, 9. And that's the 10 that directly follows this one. That's why that was your one card. Okay. That is really good. Okay, I did try to channel some imagery and messages. Not much came through except, Cancer is the crab. I saw the shell. So I think that's what this is, this area. It was like, I'm in my own little world, my own little bubble. But then that shell kind of ends up being just this big wall of shame that's holding you in place. A very limiting belief. I also saw something actually kind of like this, like a trim. It could have been beads, some kind of necklace, or like a trim on something, like an armor even. I don't know. It was kind of akin to this. Whatever that means for you, I don't know if that reminds you of anything while you're watching. But those are just two things that came up. The shell of the crab. Maybe not necessarily of the crab, just shell was the important part. And this kind of framework or beading. Possibly a necklace, I also heard. Yeah, if those things are significant to you at this time, there's a message for you in there. That said, go and put your little pincers to work. If you do the work, you get the outcome. Happy, lovely life. Fantastic, Cancer. Yeah, go forth, go well. Go through the end of December, have your Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whatever your belief and celebration is, or if there's no celebration, just celebrate you going into this new chapter, so long as you actually follow the intention and do it. If you need any clarification, put a message in the comments below, and mention what bit you need clarifying. If it's a particular card, I can draw a few more and put them out for you. Otherwise, hit me up for a private reading. I can do them online or in person. Right now, December, I'm in Sydney, Australia. January, I'll be in Melbourne, Australia. So hit me up and we can find a time that works for both of us. There's a booking in the description below. You'll find my booking website. If you can't figure it out from there, or you want to clarify anything, send me the email from the website, or there's a link on the website anyway, or hit me up on TikTok or Instagram, Moonshadow Psy, and we can just direct message from there and figure out a time that works. I don't care what part of the world you're in. We can do it over video. Yeah, I'll get it all done for you. I'll call you up through WhatsApp, Skype, Teams, Zoom, Line, I don't know, whatever. Anything will do. We'll work it out. And yeah, I'll get you the guidance hopefully get you the guidance you're seeking. Whatever messages from Spirit I can pull in the connection. And, anything up to an hour, you just pay what you feel. You don't have to pay through the nose for this. If you only have $10 in your pocket and you got something out of the reading, then you can pay me $10 or less. Just let me know you connected with the reading. That's the important thing. If you didn't, tell me that. You just pay what you think it's worth and what you can afford. If you're wanting a real in-depth thing that goes for up to 2 hours or more, then there's set pricing. But other than that, You probably don't need that, but if you do, there's group packages and things as well. I've got the pendulums. You can ask some yes and no questions. I'll get you some yes and no or not to know answers. Otherwise, yeah, go forward in all your beliefs and do good in the world, and the world will do good for you. Take care, Cancer.